All right, I'll get right into it. So, hey, what's going on, Ben? So, here with Ben here. So, tell us a little bit more about yourself, what business you run, and how we ended up working together. We'll go from there.
Yeah. So my name is Ben, currently 19 years old. At the age of 17, I started to do drop shipping, and I quickly realized a lot of the drop shipping knowledge out there is really bad. So I kind of got pissed off, right?
Right.
Just the lack of knowledge out there. And so I had to kind of go searching deep for actual good, tangible, actual information for drop shipping. So as I kind of progressed on, I've been doing it for the past two years and 1 month and a half. I've realized if I don't want to sell my information and my knowledge, which people have literally been asking me for, then somebody else will service that need. And
Right.
so around 8 months ago, the first time around, I opened up what was called Value University. It's basically just a coaching group for anyone who wants to actually learn e-commerce the right way and just realizing that a lot of the information out there is BS. And so after doing that, I realized I had no idea what I was doing. It was just me. I was taking the closing calls. I was doing everything. I was like, this is not manageable. So I literally had to close down the business. I reopened the second time and then there was payment processor bans. And the third time I opened, I said, okay, let me take this serious and let me try to hire teams. I got put in contact with you because I was like, okay, let me hire a closer. We're bringing in, 2 calls a day right now. Let me just see how much time it frees up because calls do take a lot of mental real estate. And so I got him put in contact with you. I simply hit you with a message. I was like, yo, what's up? Basically said the exact same thing I said over the past 30
Right.
seconds. You said, yo, bro, let me help you out. You shot me a couple candidates, whether it was Loom videos and a WhatsApp group chat. I interviewed them myself to make sure that they actually fit with our offer, that I kind of liked their vibe.
Yep.
And within around 4 days, I found what is still being used to this day, our killer sales closer. And sooner or later, will probably become our sales manager, managing other sales rep under us. Setters also being given our way as well. But yeah, it was a pretty easy process, bro. So just shoot a message, hop on a call, and boom, there we
Cool.
go. You know?
What's been the biggest difference before you had him in your team and you had a closer, and let's say you were taking all the calls? What would you say has been the biggest difference before and like now actually having a sales team and like having a sales guy too? That's like
A
what
couple things. I thought I was good at sales. I thought I was. And so when I wanted to bring on a sales closer, I said, you know what? If somebody can just close remotely close to what I'm able to, or I'm fine just settling for a little worse. If the closing rate's a little worse, then so be it. I just want that because honestly, when I was trying to hire a closer, I was like, I have so much shit to be doing every single day. I don't have time to take 3 calls a day and sit on call for these people to put in payments. As good money as it may seem, it's like it's not worth my time to hop on those calls. So that was my main motivating factor was I didn't need any free of my time. After bringing on and actually hiring people on my team, I realized I suck at sales. So the people we brought onto the sales team actually increased our closing rate using the same SOPs, using the same UVPs, using the same everything that I would have said on the call is just the sales closer knows how to convey it in a different way, strike more emotion, leading to a higher close rate. So that was one. And number two, is once again, freeing up my time. So those are the two main things. Is basically in turn making more money directly and freeing up my time so I can also make more money in drop shipping, which is the main leading thing that I do. That's kind of why
right.
this thing exists.
Right. No, that makes sense, dude. And like, have you noticed the like? You don't have to talk specific numbers of you, but like,
Hmm.
would you say you've seen the business grow as well over time between before you had a closer and once you had one? And like, what was maybe like incremental difference? Could like
Oh
1.5x
yeah.
double the
I
business
would
even
say
look
I
like?
would say when I first opened, I was taking coaching calls. We were maybe I was shooting for like the first 5-figure month. We've been open for around 8 months now, I believe, 7 or 8 months. I don't really know, like officially doing this with like genuine like people on the team, like actually killing it. I'd say around 7 months. So when I was doing everything on my own, it would have been lucky if we hit a 5-figure month. I would have been like, wow, congrats. But I saw a difference even right when I brought on a setter. Because I sucked at talking people in the DMs, bro. Like I can text good, but I don't know how to like get someone to book a call.
Right.
Like, bringing on a setter, I'm like, damn, like I have more leads coming in. So I'm still taking these calls. I bring in one setter and I'm like, okay, now we just hit our first 5-figure month. This is sick. Right. Obviously, as I get more DMs, my personal brand grows. We kind of outgrew that setter. So I had to take him off and take on a new one. And he's still with us. And so I kind of had to, I brought him on. I was like, okay, this is also good as well. He's bringing even more leads than the previous setter was. And so
Mm.
as I kind of kept him on the team, like I need a closer. And so we brought on the closer, or sorry, we brought on the closer before that second setter. But anyway, we brought on the closer, and I was like, okay, this is sick now, right? Like I'm giving a piece of the pie to someone who's closing more, saving me more time, and it's a win-win. And so, yeah, I would say from the time of me doing the entire business on my own, to current day, one of our best months, it probably has been a little bit greater than a 5x. Um,
Wow.
and I'd say it's not just, we didn't just 5x it just because we simply just started doing more. It's also because the team that I have and the people you put me in contact with, they kind of get the offer that we're working with, they
Right.
understand it, and they're there to help. Every single day, I'm getting messages saying, "Hey Ben, you should do this," right? Members are asking me about this and doing that. So I think for anyone watching this and being like, "Yeah, like all I need is a setter or a closer," it's like you also gotta be picky who you choose because that can make or break. My
Yeah.
closers, my setters, they're retention managers as well. They're constantly messaging people in the community to make sure they're happy, always asking for new stuff that we could do, new ideas. And so that's also another like killer thing. Anyone from the uni teams watching this, freaking killer people. But that's like the main thing is we're all shooting ideas off each other. It's all sick.
Like going above and beyond, just really being committed to growing your company. You know what I mean?
Oh
And
yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Because you could find someone who's gonna type DMs for you, right? Like you could find someone who's gonna take calls for you, but you're gonna find somebody who is going to just go above and beyond. I'd say that's more important to me. I don't know honestly how else I would have found it if I didn't have gone through you. Like truly, I have no other contacts.
Yeah, because the thing too, it's like I pre-qualified people, so it's like I try to find like a few select good candidates, and then even initially we had there's one guy, it wasn't the best culture fit, and then eventually we
Yep,
found the other one, Lin Kai, and he was like literally the perfect fit. So it's like
yep,
even if things
exactly.
weren't the direct fit, maybe with the first guy, we found another really good candidate, and like Lin Kai also had a background. I think he had a background as well in ecom. Like he already like he was a good
He did.
fit. I mean, and I
Hmm.
could tell he was going to get along with you, and he could also represent your brand well, which is important. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So
Yeah.
like as he got ramped up, it was like pretty quick too. And so would you say when you brought on that closer, like you started building that sales team, that 5x was over the 7 month, or was it like an increase in cash collected as well, or increase in cash collected and revenue, and like just like or like every metric just going up once you had these guys on?
Pretty much every metric going up. Our revenue, we yeah, revenue went up, cash collected went up. I'd say we grew month over month for the first 5 months. So, from barely scraping five figures, it was month after that, grow, 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 grow. And then as like December hit, we're like, okay, let's focus on fulfillment a little bit because we didn't have like as like crazy as it may seem, like for anyone like actually put on funnels, no matter how good you think your customers are, like some are gonna ask for refunds, some are gonna do
Right.
chargebacks, and so that's kind of what we ran into. Is like we were like, wait, we're like we literally got to a point where we were like we're letting too many people in, like we're letting people on these payment plans and they're not paying. We
I
put
remember
people
that.
on these
I
like
remember that. Yeah.
exactly, and we put people on these payment processors and they start to freak out because they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm on like a loan now, and so it's like we would rather not deal with the headache of those customers and we kind of come to a consensus like we don't want to deal with those people anymore because they're more of a headache and it's not worth the money or the commission to deal with them. So we'd
Yes.
rather just push them away, be more picky who we choose, raise our price, and that's kind of what we've been doing this January and it's already crushing.
Yeah, I remember I'm like, dude, you gotta collect more cash up front. And like, even if you deal with
Yeah,
customers, you actually end up doing more. You actually make more as well, and you deal with better customers, and they also get better
exactly.
results. You know,
Exactly.
so
It's a
you end up
win-win-win. It's a
it's a win win win
win-win-win.
win. Right, right. That's
Exactly.
awesome, dude. Like in terms of, so you don't talk about specific numbers, but like your revenue and also cash collected, both of them went up. Because some people are like, well, he 5x his business, it's just revenue, doesn't mean his cash collected increased, but it's both. So it's like you guys
Oh
been
no,
doing really
yeah,
good.
it's money being processed for our payment processor. We use
Yeah,
Maverick. Yeah, it's 5x of money being processed every single month going to a business bank account.
that's awesome. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Super hype, bro. like I could tell you were really passionate about your business and you cared too
Oh yeah.
when we first met, and that really made me want to work with you as well. And I'm glad you
Yeah.
found the right people. And then again, like as your team expands, you already know your boys got you. So
Appreciate it, bro.
you guys
Yeah,
scale to
yeah.
the six-figure months and beyond, and go from there.
Oh
So
yeah.
that's next
Oh
up.
yeah.
So,
We're still scratching the surface though. That's what's crazy. We still have so much to do. Like, it's getting crazy. And I love it. This is what I asked for.
for sure,
Um,
man. Awesome.
yeah, when I started
Good.
ecom, I was like, how many people can I help?
Right,
Now
right.
look.
And it took off.
Yeah.
The crazy thing too is your brand. Like first, when I first heard about you, I was like, okay, I'm assuming this guy has like a crazy big brand. I saw you didn't have a crazy big one in terms of like your Instagram, your personal brand, right? But I could
Yeah.
tell your content was resonating with the right people, and
I
that was
know.
people
I
like,
find that very unique.
and you had good
I'm
results.
one of the chosen ones. I'm one of the chosen ones. I truly am. I'd say I'm blessed. I know a lot of people who like seriously, I'm not even like exaggerating this. I know a lot of people who, have 30, 40, 50K followers, and they're literally making the same amount of money that my offer is making with 3,700 followers. And I'm being so serious. I've literally cross-referenced with these people. And I genuinely just believe it's number one, the content that you post.
Yeah,
And number two, just like, who messes with you. So I'd say I'm very, very blessed to have a like really good following. Um, but yeah, like my following's not even that big. And just like we're still crushing it, bro. And so
yeah, that's sick. As
only
the
up.
brand's gonna grow, your business is gonna grow as well exponentially with
Oh
it. So
yeah, of
that's awesome.
course.
And so, a quick question before we wrap this up. Two quick questions. So, if let's say you had, and there's anyone right now who's a business owner who was kind of on the line of working with me,
Hmm.
well, hiring sales reps through working with me directly, what would you tell them if they were a little bit hesitating between, oh,
Yeah. I would say taking an investment in your business that you understand is going to give you a positive ROI is number one, always the greatest thing you can do. When I came to you, I knew I was gonna have to pay a price for a setter, a closer. So I was prepared for that. I was like, all right, I'm gonna have to pay something that probably, I don't want to hear, but it's validated. I'm gonna have to pay something. And so I realized I was like, okay, am I willing to pay this small amount like that like I know is probably going to be a positive ROI thing. Absolutely. Because now from those people who you gave us and we paid a small amount to, which at the time it may have hurt, it may have not felt good.
right,
We make that like in like half a day. So it's like
right, right, right,
so now it's a positive ROI. But on top of that, it's like also the guarantee that you gave me, it pretty much it put me over the edge. You were like, look, Ben, I want to see you win. Let me help you find a setter or a closer. And I guarantee you, like, I will not stop giving you people until you find somebody who you're sticking with and pay. Like, you will pay once you find someone good and stick with them. I can guarantee it. And so I was like, okay, if I'm paying after I find the person who actually is like killer,
right.
so be it, bro.
No risk,
I'm all
bro.
in.
It's like you could see as
No
many
risk.
as you want, and on top of that too, it's
Exactly.
if let's say something happened with the sales rep within the first 60 days, I would replace them at no
Hmm.
cost. So like even worst case scenario, I'm still gonna find you a killer. So it's like, to
Exactly.
be honest, I don't miss. Like I give you a few select candidates, and we were able to find the right people right away. So that's awesome, dude.
Hmm.
Super hyped for the growth of your business. So if anyone wants to get in, like check your socials out, like
Yep.
look into like where would they find you online?
I'm everywhere. I'm trying to be everywhere. I'm on YouTube, I'm TikTok, I'm Instagram, I'm Twitter, all with the same exact handle. It's the Benlu, Benlyu. Where to
Awesome.
find me? Yeah,
You guys already know. Go follow the guy. So, all right,
appreciate it,
man.
brother.
Really, really appreciate you taking the time being here, and
Yes, sir.
let's scale. Time to
We'll
scale in
kill it.
2025. So,
Absolutely. I'll message you if I have any other things
sounds
that I'm looking forward to or looking for.
yep.
Besides that, bro, been a pleasure
All right.
speaking.
Sounds good.
All right.